Jess and I are having a little girls' day out here in Brisbane. Obviously I had a haircut, thank God, it was driving me wild. We did a little shopping, including trying out some neck pillows for our trip to Europe. And now we're here beside the river going to a couple of places in the cultural centre. There's the Art Gallery, which we're coming back to, and I want to check out the State Library, which is kind of this building behind the trees, which I joined a few weeks ago but haven't yet visited. It's a very modern, light-filled design, quite unlike the older libraries, state libraries in New South Wales and Victoria. Just lots of light and sunshine streaming in here. So I started a big piece of professional development and business development activity today, and it is Seth Godin's marketing seminar. I've been a fan of Seth Godin for some years, probably about 10 years. I think Linchpin was his first book I ever read, and more recently a friend and colleague gave me about a year and a half ago his book, What to Do When It's Your Turn. So these were, I guess, in different ways about making change, being a change maker. And that is kind of reflected also, I think, in his approach in the marketing seminar. He talks a lot about tribes and communities, and has a very, what's the quite word? I think there's a lot of integrity in the approaches that he encourages people to take with marketing. It's not about spamming, it's not about mass marketing, it's not about the race to the bottom. It's around looking for your smallest viable market, around standing out by focusing very specifically on quite a small market initially, on building a tribe, creating connection, creating a sense of belonging, and then being able to scale up from there. So there's something about his themes, about the way he writes, about the way he talks, that has always resonated deeply with me, and I think there's like a strong alignment of values, and this idea of treating people with deep respect, to connect with them rather than trying to market at them, really coming from a place of empathy with their problems. So I've had a quick look at the curriculum. There are a total of 62 lessons covering a range of different themes or aspects of marketing, and each lesson is released at 2-day intervals. So it's like 120 days to get through the whole thing. Most of the activities are being done and shared, responses shared in forums online. You're encouraged to form learning groups, so connecting with others, supporting others, giving and making a difference, making a contribution. I've really been stressed in the setup of the program. In the introduction, Seth spoke about 3 things. He suggested we be kind. Everyone is at different points. We're there to not judge others, but to support them. To go first, that this is a safe space, to not wait for someone else to take the lead with something, jump right in, and to contribute, to be generous and to help others. I've been working on the marketing audit, the first activity, probably for somewhere between 1.5 and 2 hours. It's a whole stack of questions to answer about what you make to get you started. You don't have to answer all of them, but I'm answering as many as I can at the moment. And I guess it's a baseline. It'd be interesting to come back to this at the end of 4 months and see how I answer them. Right, so time for dinner. Jess has made us a nice healthy dinner again, and we're going to watch the Gilmore Girls on Netflix, and then I'm planning on finishing my marketing audit as long as I can get it done before 9:30 bedtime. I've really realised this week by monitoring my energy levels and when I'm going to sleep that if I'm getting up at 5 a.m, I've got to get that light out at 9:30 to get my sleep in and keep the energy up. So that's it for today. It was an interesting day, a day where we got out, shook it up a little bit, and haven't just sat inside the apartment working all week. I want to get out at least half a day on a weekend from here on in, shake it up a little bit. Okay, we'll catch you tomorrow.